Okay, this is phenomenal.
Mhm.
We're working on getting Taylor in here. Email discrepancies, but for right now, I just I really want to give a shout out to I mean, but Crystal Coast CrossFit, phenomenal gym. Did some fun stuff today. They did a rowathon for a local cancer center. 3 hours, 15 minutes, 42,195 meters,
Wow.
500 meters per turn. It was cool. They're awesome.
Doing good things.
Jay Salter is an autism and mental health advocate, so super cool. I got to talk to him a little bit. Love what he's doing, trying to be able to talk to him a little bit more. So hopefully I will be able to, and that'll be super cool.
Wow, what's up, you guys?
Hey.
What's up, dude? So if you can, please go check out Crystal Coast CrossFit. Super cool community. Nothing but family and friends and fun. So, but yeah, that's it. That's a shout out. And now, hey, how fun was it that Sevon said the word niggle like 85 times today? That was the most amazing fucking word I've ever heard.
When he does shit like that, it's crazy.
so amazing. Like, I was just like, yes, keep saying it. I'm okay. Like, I'm okay with
it. Crazy.
Hey, what's up, guys? Judy, Kenneth, Edging. Hey, Edging, are you Grant? Trying to figure it out. Maybe not. Maybe yes. Sean Roddy, Megan, happy birthday. Thank you. Oh, guys, thank you for the happy birthday. This has kind of been the coolest birthday ever.
It's your birthday? Stop.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I get to spend it watching my wife doing super cool shit and then getting to talk to her coach about it. So thank you, Kenneth DeLab. Thank you, Jethro. Thank you, all you guys. I appreciate you. Edging is not Grant. Edging is an OG. Okay. All right. Fine. Fair. Just checking. He's had multiple names in here before, so I'm just checking.
Yep.
I just put, Jethro asked if I'm selling these hats. They're not mine, but I just put the link to whoever. I don't know who the guy is. He just sent me a bunch of these hats that say "Make CrossFit Great Again," and they have shirts with Greg, Dave, and Sevon on them too.
That's funny.
That's funny.
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Okay, so Colleen did 25.2 today. I am literally only here to make sure that she doesn't lie to you. I'm here to hold her accountable to the questions that you ask her and how she answers them.
Well, first off, I want to start with, okay, you messaged me and you mentioned your back's been feeling sore.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think, is it just like a muscular sore or like, because sometimes, before you answer, sometimes, and I do this with my knee, I'm so hyper aware of it. Sometimes I'm a little nervous, even when it's probably just like regular soreness. I get, hyper aware or hyper obsessed maybe. Mm-hmm. So I want you to consider that, but, and then also do your best to answer, do you think it's just muscularly sore or is it like that previous injury sore?
It could be like a little bit of all of that, because
a little bit of all of it, probably.
Yeah, because since having our son, now he's going to be 8. So I've been experiencing this for a long time. I have a super tight right hip. Like my right hip is always sore. So even though, thank you guys. And my voice is from this morning.
She's had it all day, all day.
So
that's good.
Forgive
me
for my voice. So it looks like that I squat easily, but I actually have a very hard time. That's why it takes me so long to warm up to be able to get into that low squat position. So I think the tightness of my right hip is also pulling on my right side of my back. So, and I'm also hyper focused. So anything pulling from the ground, I instantly tense up, but I don't know if it's tensing because I'm scared. I don't know if it's tensing because I feel sometimes I almost feel like this sharpness
Mm-hmm.
on it. But once I get it past my knees, like I'm okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So I think it's kind of all of the
mixture.
above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I think, I feel like every day you should be doing a kneeling hip stretch or a pigeon stretch or a frog stretch
Okay.
before working out. I think that'll help your hips a lot. Frog, kneeling hip, pigeon, maybe an elevated pigeon even.
Okay.
You could also do a wall figure 4 stretch. Anyways, just those kind of hip series stretches I think would help a ton. And then what I mentioned to you, I want to get your input on. I feel like it's probably would be better for you in this specific case to just on the 60 track only do either the workout or the lift. Like maybe 3 days a week you do the workout, and then 2 days a week you do a heavy day.
Okay.
And you don't do the workout with it, and see how like in 6 to 8 weeks, you basically want to get to the point where you finish your training session and you feel great, and the next day you're not like, "Ooh, I want your back to be as strong and for you to be as confident as possible."
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Me too. So my only suggestion is, or my only question, I guess, and looking for your input is, I haven't done Sentinel enough to kind of figure out, like, do you guys follow like Mondays you squat, Thursdays you do, or is it because I don't want to miss
Right.
lift. I don't want to miss strength. So I don't know if it's one of those things where like I check out the entire week and just touch with you and kind of your personal opinion, like what's most important for me this week. Is it lifting? Is it squatting? Is it this? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't only do snatches, for instance. I don't want to only do squatting. Right. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything.
During the part of the year not near the open, so typically this will probably be from like May through December, we do like a 4 weeks on, 1 week off progression where like for 4 weeks you'll progress a lift each day, and it'll be it's like highly varied. So it kind of the way I like to explain it to people is, one, they're like pretty small cycles. That's a really small strength cycle, so it's closer to true methodology than like a 12-week strength cycle. That's a lot of like the same shit for a really long time. 4 weeks is a lot shorter, which is nice. And within those 4 weeks, if we're back squatting on Monday, each week it's still super different. Week 1 might be 5-4-3, 5-4-3. Week 2 might be 5 sets of 12 with a pause, whatever. They're different enough. So at that time of the year, we'll have a progression where each, like on Mondays, it's a particular lift. And so at that time of the year, maybe it's week 1, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you do a workout, and on Tuesday and Saturday, you do the lift. And then on the next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday, you do the workout, and Monday and Friday, you do the lift. And you can kind of undulate it. Wow, it's probably too loud out here. Sorry, let me get the fuck out of here. It's going crazy. I try to like be outside as much as I can. It's just so nice.
I'm sure it looks really, really nice out there.
You got those gay wind chimes, so you know.
Stop. Those are mine. Don't fucking talk shit. I like those. Okay. So I.
Oh, of course.
There he is.
There we go.
Good.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Okay. All right. Hopefully my connection doesn't get fucked. But that would be my recommendation for that way to train to start. At this time of the year for the next month, basically, like the strength cycle is going to be really varied after the open. So I think you're fine. I mean, it's going to be a similar thing. You can, it's like a play it by ear thing. And for the next 5, for 8 weeks, essentially, Colleen, is I don't think that any of the lifting or any of the workouts are important enough to worry about missing anything. It's more so the consistency of 3 times a week, getting out of breath and getting intensity. And maybe 2 times a week going a little heavier, but making sure that all 5 of those days you're moving and feeling like you're improving and working on fitness while feeling good. Like being consistent there for 8 weeks is more important than worrying about, oh, I didn't snatch. Because then in 8 weeks, if you can add that stuff back in and then you are still feeling good while adding that stuff back in, then it's like smooth sailing.
Then it's money there. Okay. So would you suggest that I still lift from the ground? Like, so for instance, deadlifting actually felt the best than I've felt in a deadlift in a long time. And when I sent you that 165, like I felt great. I didn't feel it in my back. The next day I was actually sore in my hamstrings and my glutes. Whereas normally I'm super sore in my back. But that snatch that I did on Wednesday, that's 90-second EMOM, where it was like a power snatch, that pull from the ground was so painful. And that was only 75 pounds. But even on the 55, like I could feel it. So
what was the day before the snatches?
So
do you remember?
I didn't do the workout the day before, but I did Mondays. So I did Monday.
Let me look at that.
And then I did Wednesday.
And this was last week?
Last week, yeah.
Okay, so that would have been February 24th, which was the toes to, it was the lunging, and then, right?
No, you know what it was? It was supposed to be toes to bar, but I did V-ups because I
V-ups
don't
and
have
echo bike.
V-ups and squatting, front squatting.
What am I?
Front squatting.
What day is this? What was this?
Remember, I'm on the 60 track.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at that. I'm trying to figure out. It wasn't earlier this week. It was the week before that.
No, it was this earlier this week.
Oh, earlier. Okay,
it
was the 5 rounds for time. You just did V-ups and squats.
V-ups and squats. Yeah. Okay. And I did that at 75 pounds as well.
And then you came back 2 days later.
And then I did Wednesday. Yup.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
So
maybe it was just, I don't know, the combination of flexing your hips a ton. Like maybe your hips got tight from the V-ups and the squatting. I mean, who knows? What I would say is if you're going to do a heavy day on its own, it sounds like your best bet for that is for those days as much as possible to be the pull from the floor, since that's what's giving you the most, you're the most cautious around.
Yeah.
So just remove like metabolic intensity and being out of breath on those days so that you can just focus on a lot of control and going heavy and feeling good. And then on something that doesn't hurt at all, like benching or squatting, go heavy in a workout and go as fast and hard as you can.
Okay.
Tell him the part that you told me after the workout was like, you didn't wear a belt, which was,
I didn't wear a belt.
It was awesome.
But I did have my back taped a lot. So I had KT tape a lot.
But you told me that you were kind of tempo squatting.
Yeah, I feel like my thrusters, and we can look at them or whatever, because I did it live and she saved the video for me so we could talk about it. I feel like I'm just cautiously moving. Yeah. So I don't feel like I'm using my legs. I felt very forward in my thruster. I knew that I just was like, I'm just working out. I really wasn't. Right. I was trying to sit back, but I could feel myself very forward. And that's something that we talk about. You and I have talked about since working together is that.
Fuck you, Peter. Fuck you, dude. They didn't make a Sentinel belt. And so he thinks it's hilarious because in the group I said that. And so now he keeps saying that.
I would have bought a Sentinel belt if they.
Okay, let's pull up the video. But what you're saying, Colleen, how long you've been back? This is like 3-4 months, maybe?
No. 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah. Hey, so you're doing everything. Being cautious is the right thing right now. Yeah. CrossFit is mechanics, consistency, then intensity.
Yeah.
So for 3 weeks, it should be 3 months. Mechanics, consistency for 3 months. Walk, crawl, walk, then run. Yeah. You're doing everything right.
You're like, relax. It's fine. Everyth's fine.
Yeah. Don't worry about going fast. Yeah. No belt or knee sleeves. I wore knee sleeves and, peptides, everything for this workout.
Listen, I had her tape the shit out of my back though. I had KT tape down and then KT tape across. Like my entire back was covered with KT tape. But I felt great after, and I actually feel really good right now. Like I don't feel I recovered faster. I felt pain later in this workout. I recovered faster, other than my voice, than I did on the first one. The first one, it took me like hours to recover from those burpees. But go ahead, babe, pull up the video.
This is the end of wind chimes were coming. Yeah, I know. I get it. I understand it. Still gay, but it's fine. Okay, so this is the end of her first round of pull-ups.
I saw part of the video, but for whatever reason, I was up at 8, but I couldn't find it live, and I only saw it after it posted.
Hey, listen, you're asking me to like operate the internet,
Technology.
and
Sure.
I'm not
At 8 o'clock,
Yeah.
8 o'clock-ish in the morning.
No,
Yeah.
Probably my fault.
But
The
yeah,
kipping
so-
pull-ups look great. One thing I noticed when I was watching your sets of 3 to start is
Yeah.
you really have great hip extension. So like a lot of people don't extend their hips on kipping pull-ups. You do that great.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right.
Double unders look really smooth. You don't have crazy, like out of control elbow or arm movement.
I
Yeah, what are
just
you talking about? You're such an athlete.
I picked this angle so I could see her butt. So like
I told her when I watched it back, I was like, Jesus. I was like, you're just putting my ass on display for everybody to see.
That's fine. That's what I do. That's my job. But yeah,
Thank you guys.
Ariel, what's up, man?
Yeah, Jet, that pull-up bar was perfect. That
All right, here
pull-up
we
bar
go.
was perfect.
Yeah. All right, here we go. This is what you want. I know we don't have Hiller's perfect camera, but
And yes, I wore black.
yeah.
Hiller, I did.
Sorry.
You're actually staying pretty good in your heels. I mean, if you really slow down and watch, and people, you know, this is kind of the CrossFitter's curse or the coach's curse in CrossFit is like the heels down thing. But like if you watch the best lifters, like if you watch Matt Fraser do a thruster, his heels don't move at all. It's like they're glued to the floor. And you just see that little shift, that half inch. I mean, look, at the end of the day, is that the worst thing in the world? No, but it's just a little bit of efficiency that you could add and make it easier. Guys, look at what Lizzie, look at, she's right here with my dog. She does that when I'm on podcasts.
She wants to see what you're doing.
That's
Oh
amazing.
God. Did you guys miss everything that I just said?
A little bit.
Yeah, you froze for a second.
Yeah.
Oh well. Lizzie was standing at the window with the dog, so I like turned it to show, and then everything froze, which sucks. But anyways, I was saying it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's just a little bit of efficiency. Now let me watch just the line of action. Okay, we'll.
I don't know how you're asking me to do stuff on the Instagram. I can.
That's fine. Just keep playing. No, just keep playing it.
I think is she done? No.
No, I am not done.
Okay, fair. That's fair.
Definitely not done.
DenseUpdates though. Thank you, lady.
They are slow, but it's again mechanics, consistency, and the technique looks great. Like this is not someone who in my affiliate I'm like stressing. Oh my God, they're gonna hurt themselves. I'm like, okay, you're moving well.
Yeah, that is Matt Chan. That's the real Matt Chan judging her.
Sorry, guys. I keep my fucking connection's ass for whatever reason.
Can you see it? Hey, Jeff, can you zoom this in?
No, it's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's good.
We can see. Yeah. I think the thrusters look good. I mean, and even there, it doesn't look like you're super forward.
Okay.
I don't think so. And maybe when you sent me those squats, it also could just be the angle. Like it depends on the angle. If it's just a front on, you have such great ankle flexion, but there you weren't initiating the squat by pushing the knees forward. Like you were sending your hips back and down, which was good.
Okay.
All right, chest to bar here.
Oh, my chest to bar.
There you go. Sometimes it's
they
onesies.
were
You got to do one.
She got two.
difficult.
She got excited. She got 2 no reps, but it was fire.
Good. Hell yeah.
They were so difficult.
I mean, and I'm yelling at her at this point.
Yeah. They are so difficult.
You've been back for 3 weeks and you're doing chest to bar. Yeah. You're going to piss a lot of people off who watch that.
Yeah.
I got the same score. I was trying to figure out if I got the same tie break as I did the first time I did this, but I got the same exact score, which is what I wanted. I wanted to get.
And here is where the workout went to shit.
Meg, you were so close on those chest to bar. She was like, half inch.
There was a girl at my gym who I guess was asking. Maris was like, wait, she's new. She's like, you actually have to touch your chest to the bar? And Maris was like, yeah.
Yes. Like you actually have to.
Yeah, bro. That would be a no rep.
Yeah.
So
But
funny.
all right, cool.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much look like that the whole rest of
I'll
the
let
time.
that play for a second so that we get to the heavier thrusters. But
Thrusters.
there was a guy at Jess Gym, and he's a phenomenal guy, right? He did the pull-ups, literally basically strict pull-ups in 37 seconds. And he could not do double unders. So the double unders took him 5 minutes.
Oh,
He got
man.
to the thrusters, 37 freaking seconds.
Yep.
Back to the chest to bar, a minute. And then he went back and he's like, he went back to the double unders. He's like, this
Fuck,
is
man.
ass.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, he's the strongest dude and he's so athletic and it just fucking double unders, like
Yeah.
coordination. It was the most amazing thing to watch.
They'll get you. Lizzie's gonna have to do single double when she does it tomorrow morning.
And that was fine if that works for you. Like my beginning ones were like that, but oh my God, he was just such a,
we both got to the point when we were doing CrossFit all the time. We just got to the fucking point where I was like, I don't want to do singles anymore. And I don't want to be frustrated when I do double unders anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we did where we were trying to do 100 double unders a day. We were just practicing the fuck out of them until we both.
That's what you have to do.
Like, honestly, for me, when you first hear like double unders is supposed to be the rest, I'm like, you're out of your fucking mind. What do you mean the double unders is supposed to be the rest? Honestly, for me, the more chill I am, the better I am. If I start to like rush and because then the shoulders come up and then the rope's not the same and all that type of stuff. Like once you actually just relax, keep your focus forward, don't look at your feet. Like they've been so much better for me. So
before I started CrossFit, I was like back and forth between running a lot and not running a lot. And my high school conditioning coach was like, you should just like jump rope. Like a lot of fighters do it, boxers. So I would jump rope for like 30 to 45 minutes straight. And so when I started CrossFit, double unders were like so easy.
Yeah.
But it literally is just practice. You just have to do it so much.
okay, here's the last.
Oh, you even start with the double.
Yeah.
Let's go. You got it.
My coach made us, he's like, no more singles. He's like, you're jumping 2 to 3 extra times for what? It has no, like, no payoff. You know what I mean? So once he told us we couldn't do singles anymore, that's
wait,
awesome.
and then the first round of her double unders, she did like 60 of them. Like he wasn't counting. He's like,
I thought he was counting. I was like, fuck,
hey, how many you're doing?
That's
I was
crazy.
like, I don't know.
Got to practice with no music. Oh, Bryson, she's got music on.
For the double unders, he means. So you can hear the rope.
for the rhythm. So you can hear the rhythm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Taylor, these thrusters felt like 155 pounds. I shit you not. They felt so heavy.
So on the way, your control on the way down is fine. Where you can speed up and should try to is accelerating through the hips right there, just before you press. Hip extension, then press the bar over the shoulders.
Okay.
But again, if it's heavy as fuck, they're just going to be slow.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, here's the thing, though.
If they're hard and heavy, it's going to be slow.
But I want to tell you this, right? Like she does this and she looks like she's dying, but then what her goal for the workout was to have enough time to get to the bar muscle ups. And so I told her, like, with, I don't know, it was almost a minute left to go and she had 6 left. And I was like, you can't put the bar down or you're not going to get to the double. Like, you're not going to get to the bar muscle up. So if you want this, like, you're going to have to hold on to 6 of these. And she did. So it's not like she can't, you know what I mean? Like she does this and you see her like this and she does 3 or whatever. And she puts it down and she rests. But then at the very end of the freaking workout with a minute left, I'm like, if you want to get to the bar muscle ups, you have to hold on to these 6. And she does.
Yeah.
Like she does. So, and
that's just caution.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Again, it's just caution, which 3 weeks in your return, I don't think that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I think you probably should lean into that and be like, oh, I'm just being cautious. And then, you know, as soon as you like, you'll know when you're like, okay, I can push myself. I'm feeling good. But, you know, don't let, I don't know. Don't let the environment around you or anything kind of pull you out of your, I want to use the word comfort zone in this context because it's the right thing. You're coming back from a back injury and you're reintroducing yourself to CrossFit. And probably one of the most at-risk populations are people who used to do CrossFit, got out of shape, and they're still pretty athletic, and they come back and they do things that their body's not adapted to doing right now. And then you get rhabdo or you go too hard because you're like, I should be able to do this. Like the easiest example I have is when Michelle went to semifinals in Africa. I was still recovering from knee surgery, and like I traveled to South Africa with her and Will and back, and I didn't work out for like 8 days. And then the first workout back was at our class was 42, 30, 18 GHD sit-ups and pull-ups, and I did it so fast and I'm broken I couldn't straighten my arms for like a week.
Oh shit!
Because I'm capable of that,
right?
But like I hadn't worked out in 8 days. My body's not ready for that.
You want to see a really good chest to bar?
It's a really good chest to bar.
A really good chest to bar. I kipped the exact same way.
Oh, hey, you got higher. That's crazy.
That was a huge chest to bar. Nice. But no, I felt good. I did rip. So my grips came a little bit lower. So I have like a rip here and here. But other than that, like I felt the wind.
I get that callus right there.
Yeah, right here. Yep.
That's isn't that a weird callus?
It is.
It's a grip callus.
It's a grip because the grips constantly are coming up like this.
Yeah.
But I did recover faster, which I was very happy about. And I didn't feel it in my back until the last time I picked up the bar.
Yeah.
Like I was literally when I didn't feel that sharpness that I usually do. I was just like, okay, I'm getting tired. Like I could feel my back getting tired. But for the most part, like hello. Sure.
Snacks.
Yes.
All the snacks.
I mean, for the most part, I feel good. I'm happy to do it. And I think getting back into CrossFit, I think you're right in the fact that I'm being very, very cautious. I'm also very much in my own head where like, I don't give myself enough credit to what I possibly could be capable of, but it's also really cool to see when I do challenge myself, like where I actually am. You know what I mean? The burpee one last week was torture. Like my heart rate, Taylor, I shit you not, was literally at its peak in the round of 9. And I got all the way until the 20. I finished the 18th, which is what I wanted. And I got 5 or 8 burpees I think 8 burpees.
Yeah.
In the round of 21. But my heart rate was elevated in the round of 9.
So high, to start.
So high. And I didn't feel like there was anything I could have changed. I tried to slow down my burpees, I guess you could say, but I did literally what we talked about. I stepped down every one, stepped up every one, and my heart rate was through the roof. So I was happy that this one, my heart rate wasn't through the roof after like the pull-ups. You know what I mean? So that was pretty cool.
What are you laughing at? Or is he just frozen?
He's frozen.
Okay. God dang it. Am I back? I'm back, right?
Yeah.
There you are.
Okay. Sorry. This keeps fucking. I don't know what's going on. Like some days I have I have the top Wi-Fi available here. I'm gonna fucking call him. I'm gonna have to call him. And what is Bryson saying? Look at this comment, LMAO, and CrossFit just.
I don't know. I sent Bryson a link.
Michelle,
so Bryson, if you want to jump in. We're gonna do live links after you guys like take off. But did you see live links last week, dude? That was hilarious.
No, I didn't.
It was hilarious.
Everybody just picked on Jeremy.
Bro, it was funny. Jeremy, you can come back on later. You gotta wait. But yeah, oh, Bryson's coming. Okay, fire. Yeah, it was. So I have to be a better wife. I have to not egg her on because that's all I did. I was like, hey, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pick the bar up. Like, let's go. Like we were like, so I have to like.
But no, but I was happy that you did that because when I go in with a goal, I also like I was just saying, like I'm also telling myself. I did what I was told. I'm also telling myself that I can't do it. I'm also telling myself that this hurts so fucking bad that I just don't want to do it. And I needed you to be like 3, 2, 1, go. And you can see me like my head starts to nod when she's like, okay, 5. I'm like, fuck. for okay, and then I put my hands on it and I lift it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I needed that, especially for these, so I can really get a baseline to where I am, and then goals for next year when we get there. So
She's in it now, dude. It's gonna be really hard for you to rein her in. Like you telling her there's shit she can't do is like telling a kid, like don't do it, and then they just do it.
Well, there's nothing that you can't do, Colleen, but you should, I do think, take 6 to 8 weeks and just focus on one thing a day as you're easing back in.
Yeah.
Think about this. 60 track really is, it's not like a beginner. It's not beginner at all. It's like it's a main site basically with actually enough training to fill an hour.
Yeah, I was joking because the first workout I did was like supposed to be bar facing burpees, but the scale was line burpees.
Right.
And it was like 15 each round. I think it was 5 rounds of, it might have been double unders or
it
might
was
have
double
been,
unders and bar facing burpees.
Yeah. So I actually did singles and I did the bar facing burpees. And those burpees like took my entire life. And so when I finished, that's why I jokingly put my cool down vibes, because I'm like, when I keep doing these workouts, like I'm actually dead.
Dude, when she came home.
But I looked at her and I was like, well, that was a pretty aggressive first CrossFit workout back. You know what I mean? But
make sure you drink enough water. This is good advice and something that Chris Biesterfield didn't take.
Oh.
He didn't drink any water, and then he went to
gosh, look at that dog.
Oh, that's Sevon's favorite dog.
This is Opie.
That dog eats shit, and Bryson lets him makes out with him.
He just has stinky breath.
Dude, no, he eats poop. That dog's a poop eater.
Does he lick his other dog's butt too?
No, he can't reach.
Hey, when are you guys coming over today?
Whenever you want us to.
Okay, we're having a snack now, I think, and then dinner will be at like 6 maybe.
Yeah, we're just eating lunch.
Cool. Lunch at 4:30, same.
Yeah, and a C4.
We worked out. So Bryson redid the workout this morning. I did Kill Taylor. We have 2 of our athletes in town staying with me and Lizzie.
Cool.
Oh, damn. You guys are.
Yeah.
Hey, Bryson, are you okay? I saw that because obviously we watched Kill Taylor, and then he was like, hey, I got to go. Bryson's going.
How'd it go?
Did you survive?
Yeah, it was fine. I did as well as I could have done. I mean,
he did better than he did on Thursday, and he did better than 2022.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he had a shitty attitude too, which is a really hard. It's really hard. It's really fucking hard to do better when you have a bad attitude. So I was like, hey, dude, I'm proud of you. It's really hard to. And I wasn't shitting on him for having a shitty attitude. Everybody has those days, but like being able to perform when you have a shitty attitude is hard.
Hey, and I was with you, Taylor, too. I thought at the end of the one that he did live, I thought too, I was like, okay, he knew he didn't beat his old score. And so now he's going to throw a tantrum and not do like, I get that. And then when
singles on the final barbell, dude, come on, bro.
I got that. I understand. I get it. I've watched my wife throw her jump rope across a room a time or two when she's pissed.
I definitely did blow up, but like, I also, once I knew I wasn't going to beat my old time, I quit. But also I knew I wasn't going to beat my old time because I just went too fast in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I haven't thrown a lot of tantrums in an affiliate where like other people are around, but at the old house me and Lizzie rented, I was working out in the garage one day with her there, and I kept failing something, and I fucking freaked out and punched a hole in the drywall. And I just put my Crash nameplate over it.
Yeah, I started CrossFit just training behind my house, so I was like by myself a lot, and I would throw tantrums a lot. And like one time I was doing a Wadapalooza workout and I kept tripping on double unders, and I just kicked the brick wall of my house so hard, and I still have like foot pain in my left foot sometimes. Like I think I cracked something and just never healed right.
I've seen some world-class tantrums. Andy's thrown a couple at the gym where he'll fail either a barbell rep or he'll have issues with double unders and he'll go, fuck!
Yeah, or you kicking the water bottle at the baby.
Oh, dude.
That
was crazy.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. Fuck you, dude. Okay. And then before I moved here at CrossFit Reston, my old boss, Jeff Tincher, great dude, but man, I watched him fucking throw a parallel
Yes, Dylan,
across
thank
the
you.
gym and hit a brick wall with it. Like fucking yeeted a metal rogue parallel against the wall. That's true. I forgot about that because I did actually assault the baby, dude. If I would have made impact, I would remember it.
Yeah.
Is that like for us? Yeah, I get it because it's like, hey, I've been good at double unders for I don't know 5 minutes, and then you think you're gonna go into the open and do an open workout at that intensity, and you think you're still gonna have the double unders that you had in practice, and then you get into the open, and it's like, fuck, I can't do 5. Like I've definitely done that, but for like elites like you guys or the elites or I don't know whatever, but to watch you guys kind of get that way is kind of cool for us. Do you know what I mean? Like it reminds us that you
are normal,
right?
Human.
And so I want to ask you both. You remember the games that Boz programmed, and he did the one with the triple unders and the single unders and the
crossovers
and the single, and everybody was pissed because it's like, hey, you're supposed to make these athletes look phenomenal or do the best you can. And when they failed, secretly in my heart, I loved it. I was like, oh, they're just like us. It's fire. They can't do single unders. Like that to me was like, I could go do 100 single unders right now. Like,
I think what a lot of today's athletes and maybe even some of, I don't know, maybe HQ hasn't forgotten, but definitely a lot of the athletes forget is like people get most attached to like raw, true emotion. Like when Camille LeBlanc cries because her rower's not working at the games, people get attached to that because they relate with that. No one relates to people who things are going perfectly for all the time. That's just not real. But when you see somebody cry on fucking TV, you're like, your heart sinks and now you're a part of them.
But yeah,
you know, you want to like be there for them. You're attached to that athlete now. When they fail and you can see it, like people get attached to that.
I think it's just like being relatable in general. Like I know a lot of people, including me, who started CrossFit, you know, being terrible, but being like, oh yeah, like I could get to like the games in like a year. Like they just make things look so easy. And then when they make things look really hard, it's like, okay, I know what that feels like too. Like, and it just feels more relatable. So I definitely get what you're saying about like the crossovers and stuff.
But yeah, that was completely fun for me. I totally enjoyed that. And Colleen was like, what is happening? And I was like, the best moment of my life right now.
I just liked it because I felt like for the first time in a while, we got to see in the process of elite athletes. And we don't get to see that. We get to see the end product. Like we don't get to see the struggles that people are having with their squat depth, with their mobility, with figuring out how to do double unders. Like we don't get to see that stuff because they never show it. You know, athletes don't show themselves at their worst. They only show themselves at their best. So as a fan, I was excited to see them through the process. Who is going to be able to hold it together in such a public place while struggling as hard as they were?
Rich not being able to climb a rope, another good example.
The pegboard was a good one too. The first time the pegboard came out, like
it's like a Matt Fraserism. The don't ever let anybody see a weakness. Like, hey, dude, that everyone watching Matt, that works for him because he's won the fucking games 5 times and he's the fittest human being that will ever exist. And that's why people love him. But you aren't that. And if you want like, I don't know, if you want people to be relatable to you or really like you just got to be raw. And it's just,
there's a lot of stuff that works for the person who's winning that doesn't work for anybody else. Like even, I mean, this is not even as much as what Taylor was saying, but like even the stuff he would talk about all the time, like breaking the rubber band with people behind him and stuff like that. It's like, hey, like the people in your 9 a.m. class forget that you still have to be really fit to like break a rubber band on somebody in a 400-meter run where you're just like going to go so fast for the next 10 seconds that they give up. That doesn't just like, that's not just a strategy you can do if you don't have the capacity to run past 400 anyway.
Right.
Yeah. Mike, I get this too. That's why regionals was so great. Seeing the athletes who were just in a qualifying spot going into the final event, only to see it slip away from them and cry afterwards. Like that to me is kind of the most fun thing are the bubble athletes that are trying to get in. It's like, and I care more about them and I'll follow them more through the year to see what they're doing and how they're like progressing and whatever because I want to cheer for them again next year. I kind of don't, you know what I mean? Unless it's like you or Colton or something that's going to go to the games. Like,
you kind of already know
like I don't
people that are definitely going to make it, but it's like, who's going to take that last spot?
Right.
Yeah. I want to care about them and I want to, I want to see that. So
yeah. And when people do fail and get upset about whether it's just a bad workout or missing out on qualifying for something, everyone else is like, man, they're still like so fit that they got that close or whatever. And that's what everyone else is thinking. But to that person, it's like, wow, everyone thinks I suck. And when it happens to somebody else, then they're going to be like, oh, dude, no, everyone's like so proud of you, blah, blah, blah. And then it happens to them. And it's like, no, everyone thinks I suck. And it's just, I mean, everyone knows it. But when it happens to you, you can't like shake that.
It's tough to sit with that. How do you guys feel about redoing the open workouts? Like, and I'm talking about different, cheer for me, I'm a bubble within my gym. I'm talking about like every level, like your everyday gym goers, the ones that are in the middle of the gym, the ones that might want to go to semis. What's your professional opinion on redoing open workouts?
I think if you think you can do better, then you should redo it. Just for whether you're an everyday athlete, if you think you can do better and it's bothering you, redo it. Right.
Yeah, I agree.
If you're just like for week 1, I knew I could do better. That's the first time maybe I've ever not redone a workout that I knew I could do better. I'm not competing this year, so I didn't want to let seeing other people beat me that I know in that workout I'm fitter than them eat at me, but it was fucking eating at me. It took every ounce of will. Whereas this workout, I did it and I was super cautious and my knee felt great. And it's the first time I've squatted since crash. And as soon as I finished, I was like, man, I can go way faster. I'm redoing Monday. I woke up this morning, my knee's a little sore. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely not redoing it.
Doing this on Monday.
But that being said, I want to redo this workout. It just wouldn't be smart. So I think if you think you can do better and it's bugging you, and granted, you're not going to hurt yourself or anything like that, fucking redo it. What do you have to lose?
Yeah.
You either prove yourself right and it's a great feeling, or you don't get any better and you learn a lesson.
Yeah. And I think the injury thing is like the exception to the rule.
Right.
But I agree with Taylor. Like if it's bothering you, redo it. If you know you can do better, but it doesn't bother you and you're like, oh, I just want to see how good I can do on first attempts. And you're not going to stay up at night thinking about it or be pissed when your rival in the gym redoes it for a third time and they beat you by 1 rep. Then don't worry about it. But I think the openness for testing, CrossFit is so revolutionary because it's measurable work capacity, and it's all good to say that. But if you never measure it and all you do is train, for some people that's fine. But I think for some people, or for most people, the openness for testing to see if what you've been doing is working. So I think that you should test and you should try to get as good of a score as you can.
Right.
And yeah, maybe there's an extra day out of the week when you redo it on Monday that you don't get a full day of training in. But I think for 3 weeks, especially now that it is just a 3-week open, for 3 weeks, that's fine to miss a day of full training.
And the intensity you get in the open will make up for that.
Yeah, the intensity you get. And just plus the fact that hey, it's 3 weeks and 3 days that you're training a little bit less, and you get to see if the last year has been worth it. And if it wasn't, then you change it. And that's important too. Knowing if you didn't get fitter is really important.
And I also hate the negative stigma around getting competitive with other people. Yeah, it's fucking annoying when you do a workout and someone knows your score and then they're like, yeah, I beat your score. And it was on a redo or whatever. Well, hey, that's your opportunity to say, fuck you. Now I know your score and I'm going to redo it and beat your fucking ass. And that hey, there's nothing wrong with some competitive Nerves, anxiety, emotion. You know,
Is
for
that
3
is that
3 weeks
something
out of the
though?
year.
Is that something though that they might like? You know how in basketball right now they're doing the thing where they're load managing. Pause. But like they only play so many games to make sure that their bodies are okay. Is that something you think that will ever come, like, be something talked about where you don't redo it because it's possibly too much on your body and you only have so much time to be competitive CrossFit, and you got a lot of competitions now, you got a lot of things to do now, so you think that ever comes?
Typically, an open workout for an athlete at that level, I don't think is going to present an issue of redoing it being too much volume. But maybe a quarterfinal or an online semifinal is like that. Like those workouts are a little beefier and more challenging, and maybe exercises that you don't want to do in that much volume. So maybe then it plays a role. But I don't think for top athletes repeating an open workout's an issue most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, and this is kind of back to the just original question. But I think it's fucking cool that like Rich used to do the open workout like 5 times in a weekend. Like it's cool. It's a cool part.
Dan Bailey, like all that stuff.
Yeah, it's the same way that he was like, in that Instagram clip Mayhem posted a couple weeks ago, he's like starting his speech.
Shut your bitch ass up, dude.
Like, hey, we need to get annoying again. We need to tell people that we do CrossFit all the time, talk about it all the time. Like all that stuff is cool. I don't care if it annoys other people or other people, bodybuilders see it like, dude, they're doing the same workout. They're going to overtrain, like same workout 5 times a weekend. Like, dude, it's what makes CrossFitters cool and different.
This is, I'll listen. This is the problem. There doesn't need to be 2 camps. There doesn't need to be, hey, I approach the first workout like a bitch because I know I'm going to redo it. Shouldn't do that. And you also shouldn't redo every fucking workout.
Yeah.
You should definitely, it's like a case-by-case basis. I would say out of the 25 or 20 or 30 open workouts I've done in the open, I've redone, 2, maybe. I redid 21.1, the double under wall walk workout. And that was because I did the workout. Jason almost time capped. And then he redid it and beat my first attempt time. And I was like, fuck that. If he's going to redo it and beat me, I'm going to beat him. Little bitch. So I repeated that one. There have been workouts that I've redone, but rare. I just think there's a place for it. I don't think there's no place for one and done.
I think like Kenneth DeLap's comment, pick a side and die defending it. That's the culture now. I know he's kidding, but honestly, the side that I will die on is, hey, if you want to redo it, redo it. If you don't. That's the side. Like either is fine.
Yeah.
This is interesting. I'll ask you guys this. This is a little bit more of a tougher question for me because I don't kind of know where I land on it just yet, but there's a little bit of a thing now, right? Where like, if you're doing the open, you'll kind of talk to anybody, right? You can have conversations with anybody, but if you're not doing the open, it seems like that camp doesn't want to have conversations with people who are doing the open. And there's this little bit, there's this big bit of a divide that I see happening. Does that, if you have someone that is not, that didn't sign up for the open, but is doing the open workouts, is that necessarily a bad thing? Like, they're still promoting the open, right? Like they're still doing it in a CrossFit gym. Like I saw Dense's reel and I get her point of view, FOMO, whatever. Like, yeah, people who are in the open are having a good time right now. Yeah, like it's a good time.
Affiliates are definitely showing out.
Yeah, affiliates are coming. They're coming
in hot.
Yeah. And
everywhere
with a giant load, right? Like they're just all over the place. It's great. But like for those people that aren't signed up for the open for whatever reason, whether they just don't want to give their $20, where they've picked a side, whether they've whatever, is it that bad? Like, does it matter? Like they're still putting out, you know what I mean? Like, I get it if you're just like, fuck this, fuck them, fuck whatever, like, blah, blah, blah. But like, if you're not like that and you're still doing the open, you're just not paying the $20, is that Is that
I
really
don't
that
think that's
bad?
that big of a deal. I mean, there's
No.
people like that in gyms every year. The only time there's just like a little bit of sensitivity to it now because there are people who are like actively boycotting it.
Yeah, of course.
But
Yeah,
like,
Dens, I get it, girl. I'm
Yeah.
not. I liked your. Yeah, I liked your post. I thought it was great, and I totally get it. It just there's like this niche fringe group that like they're not against CrossFit HQ, but they necessarily don't want to give $20 to Dave. You know what I mean? Like they're not against CrossFit. They love CrossFit, the methodology. They might just, you know what I mean? Other than like, hey, burn CrossFit down. Like they're not the burn CrossFit down people.
Right. But if they are, but I think the idea of I don't want to give $20 to Dave is retarded because it's not $20 to Dave. It's $20 to the fellow athlete. It's $20 now that are going back to the affiliates. It's $20 that are going to getting more people in the doors of affiliates. So if their reason for not doing the open is to look, I disagree with anyone protesting CrossFit by not doing the open. That doesn't mean that like it's not their prerogative to do that. And you know what? It's also their prerogative to go on fucking line and tell everyone they're protesting and this is why, and to try to get people to do it with them. I just think that's wrong for whatever, for my own personal reason.
That part I do. I like that part. I'm like, why? For what?
Right.
There's no reason for that.
It's my opinion that they're wrong. But I don't think people who are not doing the open, like we have 200 members at our affiliate, 90 are signed up for the open. I don't think the other 110 are wrong.
Right. Okay.
Like, what?
I don't think any of our members not signed up are like boycotting.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. That's where I wanted to get to. Like, I just like, you know what I'm saying? Cause like some of those people in the middle are kind of like, hey, I'm not even picking a side. Like that's not even.
Yeah. Those people are there every year.
Yeah, right. Like there was always like the gym we went to always like half of us would sign up and half of them didn't. Like it wasn't a big deal. They just either were afraid of it or didn't know what it was yet or whatever. So
yeah, the people that I think are wrong are just you're not making anything better by boycotting the open. Any of the elite athletes that are sitting out aren't making anything better. It's honestly, to me, it's the most fucking dumb thing you could do as an elite athlete because you are actively running your already niche sport into the dirt. The people are attracted to CrossFit because of guys like that. And now all of the people that would be attracted to CrossFit are seeing them say, I'm out. Hey, dude, guess what? They're not walking into a fucking WFP gym, buddy. They're not going somewhere else. They're just never going to do CrossFit. And that's one more fan that you're never going to have, nor will the guys that are coming after you have them because you've turned them away. And so it's like, what would be effective for these protesting athletes is to do your fucking best in the open, qualify for online semifinals, qualify for the games, and then get fucking 10 of you a day before the games to withdraw, and now half the field is gone and they can't backfill it. That's making a fucking statement, but that would inconvenience them. So I think you can see that by them boycotting in the most easiest, fucking dumbest, lazy way ever, because they don't want to be inconvenienced of actually doing something that would make an impact. What they're doing is not shit, and it's just, I don't know. To me, it's cowardly and like, and I fucking hate when anyone compares it to Colin Kaepernick. Don't fucking do that because
I know
that guy.
Also, dude,
hold on. Let me finish the second thought.
These people dropping out, would any of them drop out if WFP wasn't a thing? Like if they didn't have somewhere else to go?
No, they wouldn't. But here's the thing: Colin Kaepernick didn't leave the NFL to go to the fucking CFL, dude.
Yeah,
he sat out of. It's
not a good comparison.
I mean, he was a backup anyway, so like, does it?
But that's the thing. Like, I don't think like Vellner drops out if WFP doesn't get started.
Fuck no, dude.
Yeah,
so like you said, it's just
I think he retires. Everybody else, I can see what I agree with you, but him, I think he would have just followed Fikowski and retired. Like, I have no doubt of that. I believe his conviction on that. The rest of them, whatever.
I think he would have. I think he would have signed up and that post he made about not doing the season would have been a post about I'm signing up for the open so I can make change from within.
And here's the thing, though, but it's also they're not even rebels. Like, they're not rebels. They are the fucking bootlickers. such woke, like it's being a rebel is like fuck the man. They are getting fucked by the man. They're actively asking the man to fuck the shit out of them. Like you're just signing your lives away to these agents who take all your fucking money. All you care about are yourselves. You're not a rebel to anything. You're not a rebel to any fucking industry that's causing harm in the world. You have these professional athletes being sponsored by companies like Red Bull, who are just fuck, dude. I bet in 50 years we find out that Red Bull causes fucking crazy amounts of brain cancer. I mean, energy drinks are fucking horrible for you. I still drink them,
dude.
but they're so fucking bad for you. And these athletes are like, oh, we're putting our foot in the ground. No, you're not. Or, oh, you're a Nike athlete? Dude, are you fucking retarded? Nike? You are fucking killing little kids in China. People jump out of fucking buildings that work for that company because it's so fucking horrible. It's just so hypocritical. Or protesting athletes going to Dubai. I freaked out when Luca was like, I'm protesting CrossFit, but I'm gonna go do a competition that's built by fucking basic people in fucking Indonesia and Polynesian people, slaves, basically slave labor in the fucking Arabian Gulf or whatever. It was a crazy amount of people died when they were building the fucking World Cup stadiums. But
yeah, I remember you saying
so
that.
People value life. You're just stupid.
Yeah, Dens, we have a woman 39 weeks doing it very scaled, but didn't sign up and pay. I still love her. Yeah, I don't want those people to get lost in this. Like, it's just like, I just want to make sure that, they get shouted out. Like, they're not kind of this is not for them. You know what I mean? Like, they're just trying to love CrossFit, do CrossFit, be healthy, and love life.
Whatever.
But
you killed it, Colleen.
Thank you.
It was great. Thank you for answering that. That was really cool. I definitely, I think there's a lot of people out there that kind of like don't know anything about this and just want to do the open and have fun, whether they sign up or don't sign up. And whatever this like push pull thing is not in their ecosystem kind of. So,
I mean, I give all the credit to Jet and Chief Nation.
Yeah.
Like going into that gym the last couple of weeks has the reason that I got back into CrossFit was meeting all of you guys.
Amazing.
Like meeting all of you guys, talking to all of you guys, hearing how much you love CrossFit, hearing about your gyms, hearing about like Bill talking about Inferno and just how the community is. And that was our home gym before it closed. Like we felt the community of CrossFit. And then, with everything that happened and stepping away and leaving it, I found that love again. And I have been getting the itch to try and go back since meeting all of you guys, because I'm like, this is what I remember CrossFit being like.
Your pull-up programming got her, boy.
I haven't bought it, and I need to buy it because I want to get my first strict pull-up ever in my life.
It got her.
But getting this idea to go do it at Jet's gym, I just felt like I needed to. And I'm so glad that I did, because it is a constant reminder of like, he does an amazing job. That community is what CrossFit is. And it is why we fell in love with it, why we became huge fans, why we watched everything that CrossFit, all the movies, the documentaries, the behind the scenes. That's how she found Sev. Like literally, I'm so grateful. I wish they were closer to us. They're way too far away from us to go every single day. But that is very much why I got back into CrossFit. And I said this on the last show was, do you think that we can ever get to a point where the everyday athlete that goes into a CrossFit gym is not worried about investing in HQ per se, but it's investing in the home affiliates that are actually changing people's lives? Like I look at it as I paid the $20 to be a part of the CrossFit Open. Great. But I also did it to like specifically benefit Jet's gym. Like I want to show up for him. I want to share him. I want to promote his gym. I want to be there. I want to do it in his gym, because isn't that what CrossFit is? Isn't it about the everyday person that gets up and goes to the 9 o'clock class every day and gets that hour of making their life better? to then go do the rest of their day. You know what I mean?
It's ungrateful athletes and ungrateful affiliate owners, ungrateful athletes who are upset about damn it.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Oh, you can? Okay.
Yeah,
So it's ungrateful athletes that are upset about never having their feedback taken from Dave and no one ever listening to them. And then it's ungrateful affiliate owners who are so butthurt at the affiliation price increase that are perpetuating that. Don't support HQ. Like that's where that comes from. And again, it's someone put it perfectly. It's like, where was that statement from Bernie? I think the expression "cutting off your nose to spite your face." Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like, and people are butthurt. Hey, CrossFit didn't have a price increase in however many years. Get the fuck over it. Like everything, prices on everything are going up, buddy. Or Dave never listened to you. Well, hey, to be honest, most of the athletes, guys, you just come with complaints and no solutions, or be someone who can articulate an issue and maybe some ideas on how to solve that issue, and you'll be listened to. But no, people
and
don't
honestly,
like
they're
to
not
just
even the
listen.
people who should be, who we need to be like taking feedback from.
Right.
They're the
And
ones competing.
Yeah, right. They're, it's like, it's hard for them to take feedback, right, from people who the feedback they're giving is going to directly benefit them. As
You're right. And also, like, to just what you were saying, Colleen, I think most people do think about open registration as like just a thing for their gym. I think as much of a bubble CrossFit itself is, people who like watch CrossFit podcasts and know about the drama with HQ and stuff is an even smaller bubble. And in certain gyms, like Crash, for example, everyone in Crash probably knows about it. But there's also gyms where like less than 1% of the members even know about that kind of stuff or realize like, hey, my owner pays $4,500 a year to be affiliated with CrossFit, and this $20 is helping games athletes and going back to the affiliate. I don't think most people who sign up for the Open don't know stuff like that.
Yeah. And I think that, talking to one of my old clients at my old CrossFit gym or whatever, sometimes that's all they have. So they will do anything and everything to make sure that gym does not close because that's all they have. That's the only thing that they have in their community, unless it's a Planet Fitness, and they don't want to go to Planet Fitness. They want to be a part of a group, a part of a team, have a coach, have a place that they can like have their shit and really grow. And so it is important for someone like her to like really invest in her personal gym. And that's what she really leans into. So I guess my question to you guys is, and I feel like I've asked a bunch of people this, I don't remember if I've asked the two of you, do you think that the games and the games athletes are actually affecting CrossFit at the roots, at the affiliates, or could be detrimental to that eventually, maybe not today, but at some point?
I don't think that the games athletes are having a massive effect on people who are already rooted in their affiliate and community. I don't think it's a huge effect on them, but they are having a major impact on how many new people will go in.
Yeah.
I mean, look, they get the views, they get the reach, they have the engagement on social media. And when people see that they are not with it, that makes an impact.
I real quick, and I'll let you go, Bryson, too. But I don't think that they have their Hello, Jan. That was what I was reacting to initially. Hello.
Bryson, me and Bryson are about to
have dinner.
They're about to go have dinner. We're gonna let them.
I'm gonna program him later.
I'm gonna have to start using that in my vernacular as well.
Me and Colleen are programming.
She does like to program. I agree with what you said, but I also don't think that they beat the people like us who are in the communities and like on the ground with like regular people. You know what I mean? Like they might get the reach and they have the million like followers or whatever, but I don't think it counts as much as like people like you guys who are in the gyms, who are with the people, who have the friends, who actually go outside of their house and like talk to people you don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
think that's very extra special. And I think that's what makes you guys so special and what makes shit count.
We are making a difference. So I appreciate you saying that. And it's like for every hater, like I was arguing with a games athlete yesterday, and they were like, just talking shit. They're like, Sentinel sucks, bro. And I sent a screenshot that I got yesterday from this lady in a 60 to 64 age group who's been using the strict pull-up program and got 8 pull-ups. Her first pull-up and 7 more in this open workout.
Amazing. Okay.
And I'm like,
I will buy the strict pull-up programming. I got it.
I'm like, dude,
I'm like,
we're not even we're not the same at all, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
and
trying
a
to get
games
people
athlete that was also talking shit about me.
Yeah.
And it's
So
like, dude, you're a games athlete. Why do you care?
Yeah,
Why are you worried
I'm like,
about
hey,
me, dude? Why are you
we're
worried
trying to
about
get
me?
people their first strict pull-up. You're fucking worried about World Fitness Project and your $30,000 contract. Like, it's just not
That's
comparable at all.
That's why I think this is way more important than anything or anybody with like however many fucking followers. Like, you get to talk to people that give a shit. Like my wife, like, she gives a shit. She texts you or DMs you. She wants to get better. She wants to know how to be fitter and live longer for me, her kid. Like, you know what I mean? This isn't a games athlete, that gives a shit about like how much money she's making from CrossFit. She doesn't care. She wants to pay CrossFit and she wants your help. Like,
I really want a strict pull-up, so I will get that.
And that's cool. You know what I mean? It's so cool.
We just matched the formatting to the conditioning ebook too, so it looks good now.
There you go.
And what I was gonna say, like Jeremy
actually
just kind of commented like the same sort of idea, but I was gonna say like this whole thing has been like Rich's bear hunting post. Like, he's just getting the people he doesn't want to follow him anyway, just getting them the fuck out. And now you're starting with like a better group. And the 240,000, 230,000 people that are signed up for the Open this year, we're here for life, bro. Like, if some people are gonna not sign up for the Open because of like whatever reason, like you're out or whatever, obviously, like we said earlier, the people who just never sign up for the Open, those people exist, and just because they don't really understand it. But the people who know what's going on and have signed up for the Open previously and are not signing up because they think that they're boycotting something, I don't really want those people there anyway signed up for the Open. Like, they're the kind of people who just want an excuse to not do something hard. And they probably don't even actually care what's going on, but they get one little reason to not sign up. But it's like, oh no, I think what CrossFit is doing is wrong, so now I'm not going to do all these hard workouts.
No, I hear you.
2026, Taylor, watch out.
Let's go.
Oh, the clash of the redheads, like the gingers. Let's go.
That'll be a true testament to Sentinel training if in 2026 I come on a Kill Taylor
show
and I
even
can
just
win
try.
some money.
Not win, just try.
Yeah.
Like, that would be fucking fire.
It's like starting with 10 strict pull-ups and I get 5. Like, that's a testament to.
That's pretty cool.
Well, I mean, I'll ask you guys one more question.
Yeah,
and then
last one, and they got to go get dinner. And Bryson has to find Taylor's Glinton. Who said that? Someone said that.
Jan. Yes, he has turned our last name into a noun.
Yeah.
So I've always thought that when you really want to make an impact, you stay in the mess. You stay in the chaos. Taylor, for you, without going into as many details as you can or not share, do you feel like that your position with, I'll say it, the CAC is making change? Like, do you feel like the fight that you and your teammates have in that organization is actually leaning into big change for CrossFit?
I think the games team is more than ever receptive to a positive shift in culture where they're listening to valuable feedback. And I think this is maybe the first time there has been a committee in place that is capable of offering valuable feedback, actionable feedback. Yeah, I know there was another CrossFit Athlete Council, and I know there's the PFAA, but quite frankly, we're doing a better job, and we're going to do a better job of giving them actionable feedback, not wasting their fucking time, saying, hey, we have a 30-minute window to take a meeting, we're only going to take 5 minutes because we've already talked about it. And here's what we think you guys should do it.
Mhm.
And if you don't, we're going to tell people why you told us no. So in a sense, yes, I think it'll, that's going to make a good impact. But at the end of the day, that's, I don't want to say it's like hoopla, but at the end of the day, what really does matter is what's going on in an affiliate. So when you're saying when you stay in the mess, that's what my mind goes through. It's like you're making the greatest impact by changing one person around you and making an impact on one person around you, and then they can make an impact on one person around them. So the people who are making the greatest impact in CrossFit are the red shirts disseminating the level 1 methodology to people who don't know it yet. And those level 1 trainers and level 2 trainers and level 3 and level 4 trainers in affiliates telling people like, hey, I know you're 80. I know you're 300 pounds. I know you just had a knee surgery, but you can come in here and do this.
Yeah.
And you don't have to live your life scared and sick or incapable. That's what's really making the biggest differences. And we will get back to highlighting athletes that are aware of that and that are grateful for that and that acknowledge that, rather than these fucking cocksuckers that just care about how much money they can make on a contract. I'm sorry for getting fired up about that, but I just
No, it's cool.
it's good.
It's
The chat was laughing. They're like, I think this is the most that Taylor has cursed on gluten things
ever. Yeah. No, you don't. Bryson, any last thing? We're gonna let you guys go. Then we're gonna have a little bit of an after party with live links from the chat and let the chat go nuts. But anything
Final
else,
words.
Bryson?
Yeah, I think just as a closing statement to kind of back up what Taylor's talking about, on Friday, me and Taylor were judging. I was judging our member Sarah. She's like 76. Taylor was judging Brenda. She's like 84. And they were racing in the open workout. And it was one of the closest, most exciting races that I have ever witnessed.
And when Sarah lost to Brenda, I got in her face. I said, fucking take that.
Yeah, but Sarah won week 1. Sarah crushed week 1.
It was so funny.
Brenda got to the thrusters first, but Sarah was thrustering faster. And, they just have like empty metal bars. They weren't even barbells. It was just
pull up bars that were off the pull-up rig.
Yeah.
I love that.
And they're both like doing thrusters to a box, but Sarah's going a little bit faster. Brenda started earlier. Sarah's making up like 1 rep every 2 reps. And I think Sarah finished like 4 seconds behind her. And I'm like jumping up and down. My heart is beating out of my chest. Taylor's like screaming in our faces because Brenda won. And Sarah's like, I didn't want to let you down. I'm like, no, you crushed it. That was so awesome.
Crushed it.
It was great. Like that's the kind of stuff that matters.
I also forced them both to sign up. So I'll admit that they weren't going to sign up, and they're like, "We can't do it." I'm like, "You both shut up, bitches. You can do it."
Yes,
but that's the kind of difference we're making, because now that they know what it is, they're both glad they signed up.
Right.
But they just didn't really. They're not watching CrossFit podcasts. Like they don't really even know what the open.
They
is.
don't care.
Yeah,
they just started CrossFit like a couple months ago.
They're awesome. Yeah,
that's fire.
I love them both so much. I got to answer this question. Would Bryson rather? I'll answer this. This is the most retarded question ever, Jake. Are you stupid? I would beat the shit out of 30 tarantula-sized dogs. But if you have 3 dog-sized tarantulas, I'm fucking slitting I'm out.
I'm done. Yep. Burn the house down.
Yep.
Burn the house down. All right, guys. Thank you.
We appreciate you so much. It was really awesome.
I will talk to both of you for 25.3. Are we doing a strategy meeting Thursday night again?
Yeah, 7:30 p.m.
7:30. Okay, cool. All right.
I
will see you guys.
Bye. Thank you. All right, if everybody else wants to hang out for the after party, we sent Jet one. We're gonna send I'm just gonna send them out. Let's see. I know Jeremy will jump in here. Should we just hold on? What's up? Oh shoot, dude. Sorry, I forgot what year. All right, there we go. And then hey, do we have a all right, we're gonna do this in like increments. Whoever first come, first serves. Trish, oh boy. Yeah. I sent it out. It's Do we have one for 5 people or do we only have one for 4 people? Send. This is a different.
4 people.
Uh,
4 people, I think.
did Sevon really go say
Go see
go see
Coldplay.
Coldplay?
I thought you said he did.
I thought that's what he said in his pod. Yo, Jets gym really was phenomenal. Let me just send this last one out. Oh, I gotta type this whole thing out. Let me know if someone. Oh, yep, there we go. That's the man.
I'm gonna see if I can.
It's all right. You know, it's fine.
I'm gonna do it right now. So
Oh, fire.
looks like it's working. Let me see if
Let's get the man in here. Oh, we're in a 3. All right, let's go. Yes, the man of the hour.
Yo, what's up?
That's made our whole last couple of weeks, dude. Today was great.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome.
It was
Gold with his glasses on.
Watching everybody, like watching literally at all different levels. Like it was like the upper echelon of a CrossFit class with people doing jumping pull-ups, and you know what I mean. Someone who it was so cool to see just everybody across all domains. You know what I mean? It was awesome.
Yeah, we had our last heat. 3 out of the 4. 2 out of the 4 guys finished, and actually Sawyer finished in like 8:30, and then somebody finished in like 11, and then there were 2 more people who got to the thrusters at the end. So it's pretty good. Colleen, very smooth. I didn't get a chance to talk to you about it afterwards.
Thank you.
Very like you didn't have any anxiety towards it, and you weren't like rushing, and you took your time. You ran your race.
Yeah.
As they say, and yeah, everything was nice and smooth. Congrats.
Yeah,
Great job.
thank you. Just trying to be like really conservative. You know, I know you were in here a little bit, but not sure if you heard the first part with Taylor or whatever, but just coming back from my back, I'm just very nervous. And I think that that's going to take time for me to feel confident enough to pick up the intensity. But I'm proud of myself that 1, I can move still as well as I move, and 2, really just challenge myself, like set a goal and then see if I can get there. And the best part is that, yeah, that lighting looks really good on Jet. It's the,
How's that?
and it's also, I mean, I really mean what I say. It's your community too. Like being there with you, being there with Jules, being there with the entire community, and just cheering each other on and whatever, like that really has just lit a fire in me to just want to prove to myself that I can really do it. So I want to thank you for letting us come and hang out and throw down with you guys, because it's been awesome.
I'm glad you guys have been coming down. It's you get a different perspective than everyone. Yeah, I know, right? You're not there every day, so you see it from different eyes than everyone else does. And we have people that go 6 days a week. We have people that go 2 days a week. And you understand, because with the dynamic that you guys were just talking about now, with the CrossFit community at large and the elite athletes, yeah, it's way different. We're just there to get better in life and get better with our families, and that's what everyone else is doing. I got a blast from the past. It's so funny. Do you remember? It was in the last heat. I think you guys were there. There was one girl in the second row. She ended up getting like 4 or 5 bar muscle ups at the end. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Yes.
She said, I think I remember them from my old gym at 11968.
Yeah.
She's like, that was my first gym. And I remember the 2 of them being there. And I was like, holy shit. Yeah, because she has a house out in the Hamptons.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Yep. That was Mike's gym.
Red hair?
No. It's actually Matt Chan's wife.
Oh. I love Matt Chan, by the way. Matt Chan's amazing.
He was great.
Matt Chan's so cool. Yeah. That was fire.
She says she's in North Sea Beach community. I don't know what that is.
Oh, yeah. No,
that's right by us.
I grew up there. That's where literally our house was. Yeah.
She has a house there for the summer. So.
Oh, shit.
Good. Well, okay.
We'll have to connect. And
yeah.
They just opened 11968 under a new owner. But
Jet is
We
an
can-
hour. He's an hour from us.
Yeah. We
So-
were talking about that on the way home. I'm like, God, if he was like 20 minutes closer or
I know.
30 minutes closer, I would take that drive multiple times a week to come up and be in your gym. But it's just such a long drive for us.
You know that my son, he dances in East Setauket. So I didn't get home today from the gym. I was at the gym at like 7:15. I had to drive him out to East Setauket and then come back. So I didn't get home till like 2:00 this afternoon. And I was
Oh
like,
my gosh.
these girls just did this ride.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do
Yep.
it 3 days. I do it 3 days a week. So
So
sometimes
you know,
I go to dance and I just stay there and wait for him.
it makes sense. It doesn't make sense to drive back and forth and back and forth.
Nah, so it's
Jeremy,
You're
what's up,
frozen.
dude? You have
Oh,
Oh,
there
hey,
it is.
you want to wait till you get home? You can jump back on later, bro.
What's going on, guys? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Are you going home right now?
Yeah, if that's better. We can do that for sure.
Yeah, jump back when you
Call us when you get home.
Eventually, but
Yeah, we'll be on for a minute. We're hanging out. We're doing an after
Okay,
party.
cool.
All right.
All right, bye.
Deuces.
So I
Yeah,
was
we're
built. I
gonna
was
hear him
built.
driving.
I was building a cabinet thing last week, and I was listening to you guys live, and all I heard you guys laughing. I'm like, I didn't have time to read what was going on. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Bro.
The chat was falling apart.
I couldn't even. Trish is a culprit.
Trish was, Jan
Look,
was.
he's working his Uber job. See, this is what starts to fucking happen, and then it's just bad.
The minute that Jeremy got on the screen, like Julia could not keep it together. I could not. Like, it was just, the chat was
relentless.
when it came to Jeremy.
Yeah.
I thought it was so funny.
They were
Because he
having a
was
good time.
Because he was shirtless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, I didn't realize.
Yeah,
I
you
should have
had
come
to-
on shirtless. You'd have even more of a laugh.
You had to have seen the screen. Like, we managed to put up one clip from it on IG that started it all. It was Barry McCockiner that started the whirlwind.
Yes.
And then once that happened, he called him a mocha Q-tip. We could not recover from that the entire rest of the time.
Kenneth, you are probably correct.
My
His
Wi-Fi is bad. So if I start to cut out, just kick me right off.
No, you're fine. We want to hang out with you for a little bit. We're gonna I think Dence is gonna jump on for a little bit when she gets in, and yeah, we're doing a kind of a chat after party. So if anybody else wants one, like, let me know. Trish, I'm still looking to hide Trish's face, but like have her on the screen. I just don't know how to do
Somehow.
it yet. Yeah. Like, so you can't see her face. It's just her.
Just no
video.
camera.
No cat. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Trish, come
No
on.
camera.
No camera.
Don't turn it. Just give me your email. I'll send you a link and no camera. Oh my god, it'd be fire.
She's got to do it. She's got to do it. So
She's
you guys were talking about the redoing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Redoing. So my thing is, we have the CrossFit Games open as our precursor to the in-house competition we're having in June. We're going to follow the Community Cup. My only thing is that if you do a workout and you redo it for like the third time and get even better score, my thing is you're going to be placing a level that is
you're
going to be
not
higher that
Mm.
you didn't do, because the Community Cup is going to be one shot, one workout. That's your score. You're not going to have the chance to redo it. So you might be placing a level that's going to be a little higher than you should be,
Yeah.
but it's up to you. If you want to
Yeah.
redo it. That's fine.
That's
and
a
I
good way to
think
think about it, though. I
if-
didn't think about it that way.
If that's the case, so is the third time you do it a true test and measure of your fitness, or is the first one a true test? Obviously, barring a sickness, obviously barring an injury,
Right.
but what's the real one? So that's what I tell people. I was like, listen, if you're gonna do it, fine, redo it, fine. But come June, when you're going up against a little bit more heavy hitters that can do bar muscle ups, then there's
Mhm.
gonna be a problem. But it's okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
How are you feeling about it so far? Both you've had your Friday Night Lights last week for 25.1. Now you've had 25.2, and I mean, there was a lot of us in that gym
There were a
this
lot of
morning,
people today.
coming in and out, running around. You run a pretty, like, it's very fast. Like, you got 2 minutes to warm up, 2 minutes to go. How are you? Hey, what's up, girl?
Oh,
Here
hi.
she is.
Let's go. You in
Can
it?
y'all hear me?
We
Yeah.
Hey,
can.
Jenny.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
What's how are you feeling about it? I felt like I mean, Friday Night Lights was packed too. I felt like today was well, we didn't stay for all of Friday Night Lights, but today was there was a lot of people in that gym moving around, dogs, kids. It's kind of
We
fire.
had dogs and kids and
Yeah.
the kids. Yeah, I want to keep it going, and unfortunately, as you saw, I mean, Colleen, I would love to judge you, but there has to be someone like a flow master keeping everything
I
moving.
know.
You're so
making
good
sure-
at it.
Yeah, making sure that we have everything squared away. So I want to be able to just push people through so they can have a good experience and not
Yep.
be able to be held up and get sidetracked. I was a little bit behind today. There were only 20-minute heats considering it was a 12-minute workout. So I want the people to come early and warm up. But that led to maybe a little bit of an overflow. But by the end, we were only over by like 8 minutes. For me, that's a lot, but it wasn't so bad. As opposed to a 20-minute workout, and now you're extending that, and then you'll be like 20 minutes late. But next week should be good. I'll have the heats all squared away. There's gonna be an earlier heat, so if you guys want to come in a little earlier, maybe like a 5:30 instead of like a 6. Yeah, and we're gonna rock it out. It's gonna be awesome, and it's the last week, so we're gonna have a little bit of a party.
Of course, we're gonna come down. It's gonna be fire. Colleen,
Nice.
Colleen.
Yeah.
Yo, she almost threw up, Jenny. She almost
No.
threw up.
I did.
Today?
Yes.
That's so weird because you seem fine afterwards.
Well, I went outside. So I went outside, got some air, and I was like, oh, I don't feel good. Like I felt great right after. And then all of a sudden I was like, God, I don't feel good. I got super hot, went outside, got the cool air, came back inside, laid down, which made it worse. I was like, oh my God, I think I'm actually going to throw up. But then I sat up, nice big belch later. I felt fine. It was all good.
If you go look at Andrew's video that he did at my gym, you could see that spot where you go outside.
Yeah.
I was there. Matt Chan was there. That's like the spot where people go to die.
Was Matt okay? Like we saw him leaned up against cars. He was doing like this thing where he was almost rolling on someone's car because he seemed okay by the end.
I don't know
when
who,
we left.
I don't know whose car he was rolling around on, but oof.
Somebody took a picture last week of
Here
a
it
big.
goes. Jenny, point your camera down a little bit, sweetie.
Oh, hey, they're covered. Okay, Jenny's dense tits are covered today.
Wrong
Jenny,
show.
do you stand or do you sit when you do it?
I'm on a standing desk.
You see, that's so
There
weird.
you go, Trish.
I mean, it goes up and down. So
That's a good
am I too
visual.
loud? I feel like I'm really loud.
No, that's a good visual to have because I always say, is she standing or is she sitting? Just like Souza, I want Souza to turn his camera around. I want to see what's on the other side of that camera.
Yep.
Just to see, just for my edification of like, that's what his room looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then now when you pointed that down, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. I started sitting, but I've been spending so much time out here doing editing and stuff because it's just easier. I'm out in the garage away from the kids and the noise. So my desk goes up and down. And I was like, let me see what it looks like standing. It gives me more of that like games update vibe, you know, where they were both at the standing desk. So I was like, let me try this. I just didn't want to block all that, but I don't think it really matters.
Jenny, you going to the games?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely.
We'll meet you at the games.
I'm planning on it. I would love to be there. So
yeah.
Jed, are you going up? You're going up. Are you going up?
I'm going Friday with Julie.
Okay, yeah.
And
we'll
we're
see you there.
leaving Sunday. Yeah, she's gonna actually probably go to work and maybe we'll head up a little bit later. But then we have a hotel for Friday and Saturday night. So
Oh, you were able to get a hotel? A lot of people were not able to get hotels.
Kenneth, you're comparing her audio to Jeremy's audio. That's I mean, her audio is amazing. It is.
I get so many comments on the videos though, where people say that I need a what's that called? I don't even know. It's probably way above my pay grade, but they said something with the mic. And
yeah. No, it's fire. Go ahead. Sorry, Jet. My bad.
No,
I just wanted to.
I had too much light on me. We got the second they announced Albany, I told Julie go to the whatever center and get the closest hotel. We got the second closest hotel.
Oh,
it's within walking distance. So the second that we found out, we just booked it.
Ours is too. Ours is like a 10-minute walk from the venue.
Yeah.
And I got it immediately when I saw it. I was like, if we're gonna go, we excuse me, we have to. This is from earlier, Jet. I'm starting to lose my voice.
She still has Fran cough.
I do.
She legit. She's had Fran cough all day.
All day.
Wait until next week.
Oh God!
Don't say that.
I want a lift. I want some sort of lift, complex, whatever. Like, I want a lift. Jen, how are you feeling? Did you do it? Did you do 25?
I haven't done it yet, actually. I went and watched the morning classes yesterday, and I was planning to go back for Friday Night Lights, but then a stomach bug hit me, and I spent almost all afternoon in the bathroom. So I needed today to like regather myself, eat a full day of meals, hydrate, all that. So I think I'm going to do it tomorrow. I came out and just kind of sweat a little in the garage today. That's what I was doing right now, watching y'all. And yeah, I'm thinking about going tomorrow instead of waiting till Monday. Monday makes me nervous, and then it messes up the whole beginning of the week for me for training. So I'm going to try and go tomorrow. But I've done this one before. I know how bad it hurts. I got through the bar muscle ups the first time I did it, and that's where it ended. So I'd like to do that again, but I just remember how friggin' bad I felt like by the chest to bars.
Yeah.
So I'm going to strategize a little different this time, I think.
I'm good. I'm just a videographer. Having to put it off is so hard. You just think about it obsessively.
Absolutely. I have.
Jake.
Except yesterday, I couldn't think of anything except for what I was looking at.
No, Jake.
Toilets,
no, Jake, you cannot.
No.
I think it was norovirus. Everyone keeps talking about that. I'm like, what is that? And then maybe that was it. I don't know.
Are you doing you said something to us today. You doing the Sevenistas like collage of the open? That would be fire if you did do that.
Yeah, I want to get as many videos. So like I saw Sevon's, and I've caught clips of you guys, Tyler, JY, because they're posting, Spin's posting. So it'd be nice to get like all of us and do like a montage of all the workouts.
I was joking that you should put Sevon and me like Instagram versus reality
for double unders, just for double unders.
For the double unders.
Yeah. Your double unders are so good. You're so smooth. Yeah, and poor Sevon, he's jumping up like so high.
But like Jet, from a coach's perspective, watching Seb do it, he was landing so hard, like
on his feet. Yeah.
Is it like, I think it's because he's tucking his legs way too high and he's just landing so hard on his double unders. I felt bad for him. I was like, oh my God, his feet have got to kill him right now.
So you want to be efficient, right?
Yeah.
Just like keep the bar path nice and close, nice and straight. Same thing with the double unders. Jump straight up, jump straight down. Don't kick those feet back. And the more you like pound your feet in, the more tired you're going to get, because that's energy, right? You're slamming your feet through the ground, and now you're going to slam a whole foot back up. If you keep your feet. And I was doing it the other day. A lot of people, I realized, find the four corners of the mats and try to stay on those four corners. A lot of people do a little bunny here, a little bunny there.
Yeah,
that just takes a lot of energy and a lot of time. So
I think people also think they have to jump higher, and you really don't.
When you're first figuring it out.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I used to tuck my legs as
I jumped
higher than Sevon.
Yes.
Is that normal? I used to jump backwards. Like I was better at doing double unders backwards than I was at like staying in one spot. Like I could not stay in one spot.
Or that dolphin thing where people like get into a pike position while they're doing it.
I remember those.
Well,
days.
Jet, the guy at your gym,
Craig.
Yes. So he did this thing where he would like almost throw his hands versus just allowing the wrist to do the rotation or whatever. And every time you were like, keep your hands down. And then who's judging him? Who's the super, super tall guy?
Oh, Derek.
Yeah.
Derek was like, dude, keep your arms down. He's like, okay. And then he throws his hands up. And then you would be like, keep your arms down. He's like, okay. And then the next one, he would throw his hands up.
But this guy was amazing. He did the first round of pull-ups in 37 seconds. And then it legit took him 5 minutes to do the first round of double unders. And I was like,
I got to tell you, it was just like Craig and Ron, and we have a bunch of people who they think the workout will be better if you do singles in it during the group class, but they're not going to get doubles. And I tell everyone, you're not going to wake up one day and all of a sudden have 100 doubles in 50 seconds. You got to work at it. So he's been working at it, but the other day in the group class, he did 11 bar muscle ups in a row during a workout. So if he had gotten to it, he would have been fine. The problem is you got to get there. So now he knows you got to get the doubles done. So that's going to be the plan. And I've been doing accessory work, and I actually did accessory work this week. So thank goodness that we actually did some doubles, because if we hadn't done that this week, he'd probably be lost. But again, it's all technique.
He was
really.
great though. What a good sport. Like smile on his face. Like it was super cool.
He
But
didn't throw his
Nope.
jump rope. I was like, that's a
He was
dude right
great.
there, because most of us would have tossed that jump rope and been like, fuck this, I'm done.
Oh,
And he
man.
stuck it out the whole time.
I did a workout once and I had a speed rope and I threw it into the rig and it was just started. It was the first round and the rope intertwined itself like this, like a bird's nest. And I was like, oh, I guess my workout's done. And it took me like 3 minutes to undo it from the rig.
Yep.
I was like, oh my God.
oh, this is good. Wait,
What do they call that? Instant karma? Jet?
Yep.
Is that
would you rather fight a hopper-sized Sevi or 2 Sevi-sized hoppers?
Would you rather fight
Oh, well, hopper's not little.
a hopper size Sevi or 2 Sevi size?
So like, but like the same age and the same like body type. I'll take a hopper-sized Sevi
Yeah.
over 2 like short hoppers that are just like spider monkeys that'll fucking kill you. in,
Singles, a
2
single,
sticks.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a single Sevi. I'll take a single 6-foot Sevi. Yeah, fine. I got a better shot at that. That'd be amazing. Yeah, 1 hopper-sized Sevon. Yeah, Kenneth, we're in the same. Yeah. That's, okay.
Colleen, what are you looking for next week to have a good workout? Like what's your jam? Like what want? Like we still haven't. I just feel like we haven't done like deadlifts and rowing and toes to bar. Which
Toes
was
to bar has been in every open.
She needs
Every
wall
open.
balls and rowing, wall balls or rowing.
Yeah, so I would say at my prime, toes to bar was my jam. Like I really worked really hard, but I don't know. Would they do double gymnastics back to back like this? I mean, between the pull-ups and chest to bar and the bar muscle ups, that's gymnastics. Are they going to give us another form of gymnastics like a toe to bar? I'm thinking rowing, probably some sort of box. I don't know if they're going to do step
Thank you,
ups
Megan.
again.
Have a great night. Thanks for hanging
Bye,
out with
Meg.
us all weekend. Appreciate you.
I don't know. I feel like the box is going to come. I don't know if it's going to be box jumps. I don't know if they're going to go back to step ups because they did the dumbbell in the first one. So then do they end with a dumbbell? I want something. I want to lift. I want like a complex or like a heavy clean something, like a part 2 kind of thing. But I don't want the heavy lift to just be a deadlift.
because you're back.
My back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I would love like a toe to bar, wall ball, rower, because obviously the machine that most gyms have is a rower. So they wouldn't do like a bike.
Do you
right?
remember that one open workout where it was like toe to bar, hang, cleans, and a row?
Yeah.
That's her jam. Like if it's any style of workout like that with like a wall ball, rower, toe to bar or something, like that's her shit.
Yeah.
Please no wall walks and
Yeah, no
deadlifts,
wall
because
walks.
I don't have a lot of wall space in my gym.
If this
so.
is really it, and I've seen this all over the place, if this is really like, I think Corey Leonard said this to me too.
I've seen
That
it. Yeah.
sucks.
That sucks because the women's weight is going to be 155.
Yeah.
Like the women's RX weight will be 155. So
You think they do 155 for the
They
open?
did
now?
125 last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I
it's
wish
supposed to
it
be-
was 155.
Yeah.
well, and they did the 1 year they did oh shit, what's the name of that workout? The
Double Diane.
Diane.
Yeah.
Diane at 155.
I loved that workout.
So
And then it was heavier the second round with the
right.
with
Yeah.
the handstand walks.
Yeah.
I didn't care. I just wanted to do
205
Diane.
the second time.
Did you do handstand walks? Can you do handstand walks?
I can handstand walk. I just didn't get there in the cutoff. I think you had 6 minutes to finish the first part.
It was quick.
I want
Yeah.
to say,
Yeah.
and then you got to be able to do the handstand walk version.
That's the only
back.
workout I've ever repeated, and I finished Diane, and I got a couple of deadlifts
With the heavy one.
with the heavyweight, and that was my score, and I was pumped about that shit.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't have the time.
I've been
for
making
that.
people handstand walk. I said if you have 6 foot increments, because the mats we have are 6 foot and 4 feet, 6 feet, 4 feet.
Mhm.
So I said if you could give me some 6 foot increments, because you never know, it might show up on the open. Give me 6 feet at a time. I want you guys to really work on it.
Yeah.
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 If it's
What does
if it's-
that mean? No monostructural in the open besides
like a
double
5K
under?
row,
Oh.
or like running, but
That would be interesting. Do you think that they would ever do something like that? Like row your best 2K, row your best 5K? Like, do you think that they would do a separator like that? Because that would really separate the field.
You think it would be that and then like part B with a heavy some shit?
That would be interesting to just
That would be interesting.
to just put some on a rower for a 2K
Just do
row.
single modality for both for the part A and B.
Yeah, because the rower would be good for the bigger people, and whatever the lift is going to be good for the like
stronger people.
Yeah. Dave, if you're listening to this, don't do that, please.
Well, weren't people saying that 22.3, so now 25.2 was supposed to be the final workout, and then they switched it up? So if that was the case, what was supposed to be 25.2, and is that now going to be?
Yeah, or do you think he's going to change it?
Or did they just completely change it altogether? Yeah, I don't know if that's even true, but
that'll be fun.
What about you, Jet? What do you want to see?
Yeah, for your gym, as a gym owner, you want 2 pieces of equipment or 85?
I'll make it work. But the thing is, as you saw in our gym was an old auto mechanic shop, so they had a lot of compressor piping. So that covers up a lot of the walls. I do have that little section when you walk into the left.
Judge Reed, I would love this. Judge Reed, love this.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That would be cool.
I would love that shit.
Yeah.
That would be amazing for me.
They couldn't do it, but I see it done in group classes and stuff like that. A 2K row, and then like a 10-minute clock, a 2K row, and then the remaining time max cleans at body weight. It can never happen because you can't do the judging like that, but that would be a good test of body weight cleans.
Yeah.
There's always been a longer piece though, and we haven't seen that. You know what I mean? Both of these
are you not happy about that? I've been happy about that. Like,
no, I mean, I'm not complaining, but
I kind of wish
I was expecting to see one.
Did you hear a rumor about it? There's going to be like heavy Isabel in semis or something?
Yes, yeah.
I want to see heavy Isabel. Give me Isabel, not even heavy. Just give me Isabel in the open. Let's get like a 2.5, like everybody sprint and die workout. Like that's.
Does that mean you're going to do 25.3 if it's Isabel?
No, fuck no. I haven't done shit in like 6 months. I'm not doing. No, I'll be in traction. You'll have to take care of the entire house.
I'll save you a lane right next. We go opposite. She can record you, and then you record her.
That's right.
Come out of here. Out of here.
Jet's been trying for these last 2 weeks to get Garrett to go in do the workout.
I'm getting there. I gave myself my birthday. Today's my birthday. I'm gonna have a good time, and then like after all the open stuff is over and we're done, then I'm gonna start to fool around again. Yeah.
Listen, Baby G's like, when can I go back and see Coach Jet? I really like going to see Coach Jet.
He loves you, dude.
I know.
I love him. He's great.
He loves coming up to see you. Yeah.
So we have a kickoff to the summer party every year at my house for the gym. Even when I wasn't the gym owner, I had a party anyway. So you guys are definitely more than welcome to come to the party when we have our pool party. I have a pretty nice pool in the back, so
he'll never get out of your pool.
Yeah.
He'll be there forever and just ever until he turns blue.
Yep. I'll be in the pool just watching him and.
Okay, I keep cutting off Dents. What's your 25.3 thought? What do you want for 25.3? What?
I still got to do 25.2. So my brain is on that right now. I got to get through that. I honestly don't know, but like I said, I feel like we're going to get a longer piece. I don't know.
You don't feel like, I mean, for the normal people, obviously for the elites, these have not been that long of workouts. Like the first one obviously was the AMRAP and, whatever. But this one for most of them was under 10, like easily under 10 quick.
4.
Yeah.
Right. So for us, 15 and 12 minutes have been on the middle-ish, longer-ish side if you look at it. So do you think that they would make another one maybe even longer because technically the elite athletes haven't done what we would consider a super long workout? Like 15 minutes was
like a 20-minute, because wasn't the row deadlift was it row deadlift double under the second one last year? Wasn't that one a 20-minute AMRAP? I'm pretty sure.
Was that the
that was last year.
Hold on, 24.2. Yeah, 20-minute AMRAP, 300 meter row, 10 deadlift, 50 dubs.
That was a great workout.
Gross.
What was the weight for the Deadlifts.
That was the 125 deadlift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Would they do another gated workout? I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? Time cap, like a time cap, or you have to finish?
Oh,
I-
gated, maybe like you have to earn
Oh,
Either-
you have to earn the
Oh,
next step.
like
Oh.
3 minutes into you earn another round and then you earn
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
is
yeah,
that-
yeah. Like
Oh,
the
that was a
snatch
good one.
pull up one
Yeah.
from forever ago.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
I
all right.
honestly thought that the repeat would be the one this week would be what the guys would do because at the games last year, all of them were so close when it came to that thruster bar muscle up workout at the end, that final event. So I was like, wow, that would have been a really good one for them to all go head to head.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, and they always say that it's not like they don't
Trish, hush.
deadlift
hush.
ladder, please.
No, ain't nobody want to deadlift ladder. Shush.
She-
Nobody
she's
wants
on
to
my
blow their
side.
back out.
Right,
Trish
shush.
loves me. She loves what I love. Like, leave Trish alone, please.
I never tell Trish to shush, but
No,
in this case,
never
shush.
tell Trish to shush. I forgot what I was gonna say, Trish. Thanks a lot.
Sorry.
I don't even know where I was going.
Well, we
Yeah.
just changed
Very
plates
mean,
this week, so you know we
Yeah,
added
that's true.
weight. So I don't think they're going to do it again.
I feel like there's got to be a machine too with those guys. So
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So I don't feel they always say that they don't pick the athletes for the type of workout that they're gonna do. I beg to differ. I've watched every single open workout I could get my
Right.
hands on, and every single one, if it's like a gymnastics workout, it was like Camille LeBlanc Bazinet and
Right.
whoever. Like it,
Emily Bridgers usually, right?
Yeah,
she was
like-
in one of those. Yep.
for
Yeah.
sure. And there's no way you don't have these three dudes. I mean, who knows now if Dallin's gonna do it, but like if Dallin does do it and it's these three dudes, it's
Mhm.
gonna be with some heavy ass shit in it. I have to imagine there's gonna be a heavy barbell in there somewhere.
I wonder if
Or a
anyone asked
machine.
Dave if there was going to be anything new like the Echo
You know
bike.
he doesn't like new
Because
shit.
they've never, I know, but you know what I mean? Like every once in a while, they'll throw something new in there. And I feel like almost every affiliate out there has a bike at this point. Maybe not an Echo, but
Well, they gave us a lot of leeway time when we got the dumbbells. They told us like 3 months in advance, make sure you get dumbbells.
yeah. And I don't think they
Everyone
put out
but
I don't think
Yeah.
they put out an equipment list this year, did they?
No.
Now that I think about it.
I didn't see anybody put it up.
Yeah.
And I follow you in spin, so I know I would know.
I know. Usually that's a hot topic. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I would love like 5 weeks of the open again, but it's just the logistics. Like my programming has been so crazy, and like I hate it because I worry about it so much for the members. Like make sure they're hitting everything. And it's like, you know, Thursday I can't program anything that's a little too crazy because it shows up in the open. So like now on Thursday I could program either dumbbell snatches or double unders or something like that because it's not going to show up again. But I've been doing biking and rowing and maybe running this week. Long Island's been pretty cold, so
Yeah. it's
I haven't,
pretty-
been haven't been able to run. So, but people,
Jeremy,
still-
if you're right, then it's 19.1.
Oh,
It's
he said 20 or more.
doesn't matter. He never said he'd only do one. Jeremy's right. Mixed kids think alike. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. I just like that workout. I want to see that again. The wall balls and the rowing. Like it was cool for me.
Oh, was
But-
that the 19 reps? Yeah.
Yeah.
That workout.
That was a
That
good
one
one.
haunts me too.
19,
I know I could do
19.
better on that shit. Like there's no other open workout that I would say I could do better on, but that one I could do better on.
Mhm.
if you see like a person like Derek, he's tall and he rows. It's like he
Yep.
would smash that workout. You need like something to like get something for the shorter people or the not so strong people. Like he
They
would
just
kill that
had
workout.
gymnastics.
Yeah.
They just had gymnastics.
Did
Oh,
you
it's
see me
gonna
not?
be wall
Did you
walks.
see me not? Did you see me no rep him at the end?
He
Yeah.
did.
He didn't get it though. He didn't
didn't get
finish
it.
it before
didn't
the
get it.
12 minutes. His stomach was on the bar for the bar muscle up and he couldn't push up before the 12 minutes. So,
Yeah, if he jumped up a couple seconds earlier, he
He
would have got
it.
it.
yep.
So I had at my old gym, I had an 11. She was doing the open, and I kept no repping her. And people came up to me, they were like, "You were so mean. You were
Yeah, your
no
wife said
repping
you were
her."
mean.
Fast
Her
forward,
wife- she did.
fast forward,
That's a good
she
coach.
competed every year in the open, even when she was 11, 12, 13. Finally, this year, she's eligible as her to be in the open at 14 years old, and she's doing really, really well. So for me, no repping her, it gave me the experience
Yeah.
to do well in the open. So
Yeah.
You know Derek, Jeremy? He is gigantic.
yeah, they met at the games.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's freaking gigantic.
He is.
He moves like his squats though, they're impressive as shit for someone that's 6'6". Like he
6'6".
dude, his squats my squats do not look like that. His squats, like
yeah,
when
he
you
moves very,
when you were
very
like
well.
Colleen's fine if her like if she can wear black if her butt goes that low in a squat, like that's Derek. He for 6'6", that boy drops it like it's hot. Like he
Butt
good.
rubs the ground when
Yeah,
he
he good. And he was in purple, so he was just fine.
Yeah.
Like he was good to go.
If I showed you guys a picture, like you wouldn't believe it. So he's like not my like pet project, but he's someone who
amazing.
he was over 300 pounds.
Shut up.
Yeah, he was 300 pounds, and he
Wow.
totally lost so much weight.
Wow.
Do you follow me on House of Gains Instagram?
I can probably find it.
Go to House of Gains and you look at the second picture that's pinned, and you could see
No.
like the transformation. It's House_of_Gains.
I got it, Viv.
Oh, I just went to House of Highlights, which is definitely not you.
So that was like my fitness page that we kind of shared for our garage gym. Yeah.
Wow, look at
Oh
him.
shit. Yeah. He looked
Yeah.
wow. Yep.
So
Good on
he
him.
he's come a long way, and you know
Oh, I
he's
got that shirt that high.
Yeah.
That Miller shirt.
that's the
Wow.
OG Hiller shirt.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
He's
That
such
is
a cool
awesome.
dude.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's pretty. He does a lot of graphics. He's big time in for the Brooklyn Nets. I don't know if I told you. So he's like he's a graphic designer for the Brooklyn Nets. He does like the court design
Oh,
Nice.
for the
nice.
Barclays Center, and yeah, he's super duper talented. Oh, hey Stephen.
Oh,
He
hey.
was definitely fun.
Yeah, that was awesome.
All right, guys. I just wanted to I wanted to do a little happy hour with you after the boys came on and talked shit for a little while. It was cool.
Where's Jeremy? He didn't come.
He's driving
He's
somewhere.
driving. He'll be on again. He has his own, like we do a
Headlines.
headline show for the news, so he'll be fine.
Yep.
And hopefully we'll have him on again shirtless, so Standy can be happy and Heidi can be happy. And
He should have called in the car with no shirt on. See, he messed
Right.
up right there. He should have
Right.
started.
if you could have freaking been here for that, it was the last 20 minutes of the show we did last week
I
for
just
this.
saw that too.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it
was-
was so funny.
I was like, are we starting a
They-
trend? Everyone's just going to be on
No,
the
I was
show
like,
now. with
we
no shirts
can't.
on.
We can't do this. This
Oh,
is like
shit.
a once in a while thing that
Yeah.
like Trish tried to just start it at the beginning of this, and I was like, we can't do this again. This is like we can do it again, but not here, not now.
Standy, exactly. No, not again.
No.
Standy, oh no, you didn't like it? Oh my god, that was fire, dude. When they
It was
said
so funny.
he looked like what something with no like a penis with no
foreskin
with
or
no
something.
foreskin or some shit, or with his foreskin pulled a little down.
It
or-
was-
I don't know. It was
And then
amazing.
when he put
It
his
was
hood
like
on, it was even worse. Like it was bad.
it got so crazy. I was like,
bad.
well, we're done with CrossFit because no one can stop laughing.
Yeah.
So it was fire. But
yeah, it was good.
the chat's amazing. We always love you guys. I appreciate you all. We'll do live links again.
Yep.
If you want to come on, just send me your email so I can live link you. Or if you want to call. It's fun like
Are you
that
guys
too.
gonna be there for the first heat next week?
Yeah.
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 All right, I'll plug you guys in on the app.
You
and
said
then
5.
we'll-
You said 5:30 is
I
the
think
first
we'll do
heat.
5:30. I'm gonna do the group. I'm gonna
Okay.
coach the group class 3:15, 4:15. I'll set up, and then we'll get that first class popping at 5:30. So
Yeah, because by the time we get G from school, that'll work. Yep.
That would be
Perfect.
cool. And
Perfect.
oh, awesome. We warmed up Jenny too. Pause. So we can get her back on the podcast. That would be amazing. So yeah, guys, thank you. I'm gonna go enjoy my birthday. It was really cool to hang out with you guys. It was kind of the best birthday ever, be getting able to hang out with everybody and then watch my wife kill it
Yes.
at 25.2. So that was
Alright.
awesome.
I'll
Colleen,
see
I'm gonna judge you next week.
I was gonna ask you if you could, because I wanted you
Yeah,
to
yeah.
judge me the first week, but I said that together. I was like, I would love to go over and ask Jet to judge me, but I know how busy he is. But I would love that if you would judge me for this.
Julie was a good alternative. I agree.
She was.
But
She
nah,
was.
and then you had Matt Chan.
He was great.
Matt's
He was
great.
great.
And
No.
you'll have me next week. I'll do that first. I'll get that out for you. So
Love it. Love it. All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
Thank you guys for the birthday love.
Happy birthday. Have fun.
Love y'all. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye,
we'll
guys.
see you next time.
Bye, y'all.
Deuces.